Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. In this video we are focusing in on Arsenal thanks to the guys over at KK Fu. We've got the away, the third and the pre-match training shirt. The first pre-match shirt we've had a look at this year for the design. So let's bring the first shirt up first, and it's a shirt we've seen before. It is the Arsenal away shirt, which as we know has been inspired by iconic away shirts of the 90s. That very familiar blue lightning pattern there that we've looked at before. Now this is a very thin, this is like the player spec shirt here. Very thin material there, but a really nice design that we like there. I think previously I've said what I really love is you've got that silver application of the Adidas logo, the gun, the cannon, and the logo there. It sort of pops out of that lovely vivid lightning. Now that lightning effect there, I mean, you could say it's sort of lightning. It also looks like very stiff mountain peaks, but in those different shades of blue. But then a really nice contrast with the red of the stripes coming down there. Again, the application of these stripes is very thin on a player version. And then on the back there, obviously space for the gorgeous name set. I also like, and I've liked this on a lot of the Adidas shirts, that sort of underarm panel in there. A little bit mesh-like there. A really nice solid away shirt, as we've previously said there. So that's your away shirt there. But I thought, well, how does it compare to the third shirt? As a Liverpool fan, at the weekend I was watching a Liverpool-Arsenal game, and I was really in love with this shirt. Look at this. Now, those of you who know the channel will know one of the primary reasons I like this shirt is because of the collar. I quite like this collar. It's not a buttoned collar, but I quite like, it's a bit of intricate work here where the collar comes down and there's a slight overlap, but you've then got this maroon panel behind there that ties into the maroon that you see on the Adidas stripes, on the back of the collar, on the badges there, on the sleeves, and obviously the same colour that's used to apply the logos. Because this is the third kit, you've got your very ornate, I always call it the vintage Adidas logo, your cannon there. You'd obviously have your Premier League badge or your Champions League badge, depending on the competition there, and your Visit Rwanda there. What I love is the colour combination on this shirt. And somebody asked me online, you know, is this cream or is it white? I'd say it's more cream than white. It's ice cream, sort of. It's got that nice sort of styling to it. There is an underlying pattern on this, I don't know if it's coming up there, that's got the sort of a more modern interpretation of the Arsenal. There's a logo there with the big A, sort of in a, is it a hexagonal shape? So I can see that with on the pattern, but it's, I'm guessing, I don't know, does it replicate something from the stadium? It sort of looks like the pattern that would look good as gates. If I think about Liverpool's gates, the Shankly gates, that sort of a pattern there. But no, I really like this. I just love the colour combination with that gold, the burgundy and the cream. So I think this is actually a winner. I think this one nudges it over the away shirt. Now, these shirts are from KK Fu. Check out the website here if you want full details. I'll put them in the description there if you want to have a look at the full range of shirts available. Not just look at them on the screen. So that's entirely up to you. Now, the pre-match shirt. Look at this. Now, we do know a lot of the pre-match shirts the teams are using are a bit out there. We saw quite a few last season. I've got a few favourites actually, and I hope as we sort of come out of this period of all the kit launches, we'll maybe start to look at some of those. But this is just a colour fest, isn't it? Look at that. It's almost like little flames coming up there. You could also argue it's slightly floral in nature, but it's just pulling all the vivid colours out. I'm not even sure there's supposed to be any real design to that. If someone's just said, look, take all the brightest colours and inject it onto here. And then what I love is you'll notice this. So for the Emirates logo, it's actually on this version of the shirt, it's a solid one there, but they've got this darker black outline around the cannon and the Adidas, which just lifts it out. It almost makes it slightly 3D, which I really love. Very eye-catching. As with all training shirts, just a very standard round collar. Probably that's just in terms of fitting, but they're all like that. But yeah, this one just looks lovely out there. Summer vibes, summer vibes. Might look a bit weird in the winter. Anyway, let us know what you think of these shirts. Are you a fan of pre-match shirts? It's sort of something that you'd slip on at the weekend and wear out there. And away or third, what is your choice? Do let us know in the comments, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll be back with a video very soon.